Sweep MNQ sellers.
Yeah, 9 to 12, and then again maybe 6 to 8.
Oh, okay. What, the one last night just ran late?
Yeah, I get off at like 8:15.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna do 6 to 12. I mean, 6 to 9. Jesus. But I guess it just depends on the market, right? Like if it's a banging market and I'm still placing trades, or just how the day's gone, overall. Sure, some days I'm not gonna want to stream for 6 hours, but
Yeah. You placing what micro trades right now?
yeah, well, two. I'm doing two,
Oh, okay.
but I think I'm probably gonna do 3, 5, and maybe a couple tens.
Today?
Yeah, just gotta see what the day gives me, if it's
Okay.
stuff I trust or not. But even 120 points at 2 micros is like almost $500 for the day. So even with small positions, it still adds up to be
Yeah.
a decent amount. It's looking like we're going to come take these lows out soon. I don't know. I mean, I'm undecided, but it keeps coming back and trying these liquidity levels down here at the bottom, and then it looks like the market's heavy. So it swept out London low already, and then it never really regained traction above previous day close.
No, I need to sell this fucking laptop, or my parents need to pay me. One of the two.
Hmm.
I'll get this shit funded.
Sweet
mean
MNQ sellers.
that storm blowing in from like the desert?
No, where's that?
It's supposed to be like all over the Midwest.
It's like a dust storm or something.
Yeah, from like the Sahara or something.
Well,
Or not the Sahara. Just from some desert. It's like a bunch of dust blowing into the U.S.
Sweet MNQ buyers.
Do that in a second.
word. Thank you.
What point does it get like monetized?
Well, you gotta have like thousands of subscribers.
No.
I think you have to have like at least 1,000 for it to start, but then it adds up to like nothing. Yeah, it's like a wicked
Did you say
long-term goal.
something like this, like tech related, or was it business related that pays more than normal?
Yeah, it's this
Oh,
tech. It's business and finance.
oh,
But it's gonna be like literally 2 years before it gets to that point, you know. I gotta start creating more videos. I was gonna try to film at least one later today, because that's basically what's gonna get the viewers in. The live streams, like, just nobody finds them when you don't have any subscribers. And yeah, you might get lucky with a couple people seeing it, but the videos are
did
the
you
bigger
ever check
scroll
how many you
vehicle.
had last night?
I think there was like 13.
Not a bad start though.
No, yeah, at least it's better than 0.
Yeah, true. That guy you were talking to yesterday, was he just someone that?
He's from the Discord.
Oh, okay, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, he's one of the Discord guys.
Oh, okay.
Morning, Chase.
Good morning, Mark. Keeping an eye on this price here. I want to see it come down to Asia low.
Yeah, pretty compressed overnight session, wasn't it?
Yeah, looks like the market. I just wanted to check the volume profile, which I haven't done yet. Yeah, the volume profile stayed relatively balanced too. I mean, it moved around a little bit, but yeah, pretty compressed. I mean, the average daily range is only at 34%, so it's got some room to travel today. You know, assuming it actually travels, but
Yeah, it's actually pretty impressive how well it hung in yesterday afternoon. I really thought we were going to get somewhat of a reversal off that morning drive up in the afternoon, and we never saw it.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like yeah, I guess that makes sense. I was looking at it. It looks like we spent more time above VWAP than below it. So
Iraq's southern oil
this
fields are
drive
producing
down,
1.1 million barrels per
hold on
day,
one sec.
according to Basra oil executives. Iraq's Rumaila oil
Turn
field
down financial
output is
juice.
currently at 350,000 barrels per day.
It looks like this move overnight made sense, like this correction move that we just had down, because there would have been a lot of trapped longs in the market. So, but I think now we would have balanced most of those out. So I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50, I guess. I'm not really sure if I want to expect it to come up as a bias or expect it to drop down.
Yeah, I caught a couple little bites of it as it broke below value early this morning.
Yeah, I got a little bit down to the sweep of London low. Took a small trade there. Kovner. This guy's funny.
Edison say that Qatar extended its LNG force majeure until early September.
You can't hear financial juice coming through from me, can you?
No, not right now at least.
Okay.
It's like I'm trying to play financial juice myself, but like a tough situation because I can't play the Discord audio over the speakers on my computer, because then the mic picks it up and it just creates a feedback loop. So I'm like, I have an ear pod in so I can listen to the Discord audio as we talk, and then the computer just picks it up automatically, from its own audio feed. But so I'm like, all right, I can't play financial juice on the computer because then it's going to come through the AirPod and it plays over people speaking, which is crazy annoying. When I go to play it on my cell phone, for some reason it plays out of the speaker for like when you're on a phone call as opposed to like speakerphone. I have no idea how to get it to play out of a different speaker because their app is kind of shitty. So I'm like, okay. I think what I might have to do is run financial juice on the second computer that I have Bookmap on. I think that's going to make the most sense.
Yeah, it should be pretty resource light, so it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, Yeah, it should be pretty easy to get by with. Alright, so we'll put it on this computer. See how it shakes out.
Do you ever trade gold?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I used to love trading gold. I still do from time to time, but to be honest, it's been a few weeks since I even opened the chart. But I used to love it because it's like really technical. It respects certain levels pretty well. So it was really good for like VWAP and some of the trades that I use. Did you just start?
Yeah, I've been looking at it for a little while. I actually took a small trade on it this morning. But...
Yeah, it can be good. It's just sometimes when it really gets moving, it moves fast. I mean, it can get cranking, and you'll get like these explosive moves, or just like, I know it's not points, it's like dollars, but equivocal to like NQ, it'll shoot like 50 points in a single swipe, So it's definitely something to be cautious. But it seems to respect levels more, and like when I talk to ChatGPT about it, like it's more apt to respect like the point of control or VWAP or session high or low or something like, it's very technical for how it hunts levels and reacts at them. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, a lot of times too, when NQ is just stagnant and you're kind of like searching around for a trade that might be worth taking, then gold will be cranking along, moving, doing something pretty interesting. So then, you can just, instead of taking like a shitty low quality trade on NQ, you could just pivot over to gold and pick up a decent trade. How do you like it so far?
I don't know if I've done enough with it to get an opinion. Although I agree with you, it does really seem, especially the volume levels, like you said, point of control, tops of the value range. I mean, it really seems to react against those. It seems to line up pretty well with the bar and wave structure stuff that I look at. Although, again, I haven't spent a ton of time with it yet.
Sweet MNQ sellers.
I'm looking at a trade right here. I think I'm going to short the market. This is a short distance trade, but I think I'm going to short it through 30,000. If I could just get this position going. Good. There's a lot of liquidity sitting at 30,000, and price hasn't left this area, which is making me feel like it wants it. It wants to go take a little nibble out of it. I could see, I'm kind of hoping, I don't know if I'll enter this right this second, but I'm kind of hoping that it'll pull back up a little bit higher and reject around previous day close at 0.52 or the VWAP band right above that. And then during the New York Open, we'll just get a thrust down to blow out this level because there's a pretty good amount of liquidity there. So I would see it as a target that the New York Open is not going to leave unfinished. It's less likely that it will. So I'm debating, I'm like, do I short this right now with the wide stop to survive the open if it doesn't go down, take it, or hard to say.
Morning.
Good morning, Barrett.
Morning,
Barrett.
Morning, Barrett.
We're expecting comments from ECB's Lane, who's in conversation with OpenAI's Chatterjee in Sintra.
Looking at a little NQ short here for $74.
You guys are hearing me, right?
Yep. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yep.
I keep getting warning messages Discord that says
I do notice that sometimes it seems like, maybe the mic doesn't activate until you start speaking. So like sometimes there'll be like half a second of what you're saying cut off in the beginning. So I don't know if maybe that's what's tripping it up.
it's a very cheap mic for sure. Like I got a $15 USB mic.
I think you spent $10 more than me.
Nice.
It's because mine has a mute button. Paid $5 for the mute.
Right. Features.
Fancy.
Yeah, has
The,
a red light.
The mic that I just
In the
got was
industry,
like
they
80
call it
bucks.
a cough button.
A cough button. That's awesome.
Yeah, like the old radio hosts would
Yeah.
have a little mute button, so they needed a cough or something.
You sneeze or something.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to come down and take 30,000. I'm pretty convinced of it now. But there's some kind of like
Well,
resistance
it looked
right here.
like we were. Yeah, it looked like we were kind of attracted to it yesterday. So yeah, I think 30,000. I put that as like a S tier level. So like, pay attention.
Yeah, see, I want to see it get taken before the open in the next 8 minutes. I'm in this short to 007. So a little bit before it. But it looks like this swing failure pattern is going to try to rip against me. But give this a few minutes and just see what we get here. I think it's, yeah, it's going to try to sweep the highs first. We might be done doing business down here at the bottom. It's hard for me to imagine that it's going to leave this level alone, though. Like, it looks comparable to a session high or low on Bookmap as far as liquidity goes. Yeah, see, there's still some pretty good downside pressure right here, too.
Yeah, I'm taking a lot of room if we wanted to kind of trace his movement play and
Yeah, it was, your mic was cutting a little bit right there.
Exactly. Really? It's like cutting out?
Yeah, like it was just like when you went to go speak, it probably cut off the first like half a second to a second of what you're saying, and then I think when you slow down speaking or like you kind of trail your voice for a second, then the mic, it's almost like it needs a certain level of sound, like a threshold for it to pick up what you're saying.
Yeah, I wonder if that's a
Like a
there's
feature.
like a noise suppression
Yeah,
on Discord.
yeah, that could be the case because there are some audio settings like that on Discord, I believe.
Yeah, I was looking at them. Let me see. Thought I turned it off.
I'm gonna take profit on this trade.
Voice isolation. Your audio open, no processing. Let me try that.
This trade through 30,000 looks like it might complete. I actually closed it out though in profit because I didn't trust it anymore. A little bit of alpha decay, so let's see. We're going for Asia.
Sweep MNQ buyers.
So in the 5 minutes time now at the bottom of the hour, we're expecting comments from ECB's Lane, who speaks in conversation with OpenAI's Chatterjee in Sintra.
It's a pretty good bounce.
Yeah.
Sweep MNQ buyers.
It's weird. It seems like it's having a little bit more difficulty gaining traction upwards. So we'll be really curious to see what happens here in 4 minutes at the open. But I'm going to be looking for it to come down and take out Asia low. I do think that overall it would make more sense for us to go up because we pretty much gave back the entire move overnight. We literally just pierced Asia Open at 30,005 when we came down for that sweep. So, you know, all of the overnight longs have been stopped out for the most part, besides maybe a handful that had theirs below the open.
MNQ sellers.
So, you know, this would make sense for upside. And I was telling Mark before, you know, before we all hopped on, or before you came on, Barrett, that we're at 34% of the average daily range. So we have like a lot of space for price to travel should it want to break out of this little consolidation.
Yep. Yeah, 100%. And I'm seeing like lots of room to the downside if it wants to do that. Or we also have room to the upside. You know, it looks like if it wanted to, we have some room.
Hey Barry, you're coming across super soft on this side at least.
I was wondering about that. I changed the setting to no processing. And then it like cut out all the audio, so I had to restart. So I'm gonna try and put the processing back on.
Sweet
What I need to
MNQ
do
sellers.
is I'm gonna go to bring a good mic and plug it in, and I'll get it sounding nice. We actually are not going camping this weekend, which I'm kind of very okay with. So I'll have a little time this weekend.
Hey, Kovner, I know you're watching the stream. Does it look like it's moving okay? Like it's not jumping around or doing weird stuff? You could see my mouse moving like nice and fluidly.
Stream's flowing like water, broski.
Sweet
Let's
MNQ
go.
sellers.
Good morning, Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
The whole
Good
world
morning, y'all.
come watch me lose money today. Come here, kitty.
Bro, one of these days we're all gonna throw on an Airbnb together.
Oh yeah, dude, we were talking about this, like getting everybody from the Discord together for a meetup.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
I'm down with it, man. If I ever, you know, if this year goes well on NQ, then I'd be more than happy to kick in the money for it.
Yeah, I'd be down to throw in too.
All right, let's see. What do we got?
Sweet MNQ
1 minute to the
buyers.
open. I want to take this micro sweep right here. Ah, it's gonna move without me.
10 seconds.
Too fast.
Sweet MNQ sellers.
All right, let's flip this to a sell.
Sweet MNQ sellers. Stock MNQ sell. Absorption MNQ sellers. Stock MNQ buy. Sweet MNQ sellers. Stock MNQ buy.
Dow 30, sell side 18 million. Mag 7, sell side 12 million.
Absorption
Pumping
MNQ
right up.
sellers. Sweet MNQ sellers.
CVD's looking pretty strong on the bullish side. Still targeting Asia low though, but London high might be
Sellers.
more like it if we get past this overnight VWAP. Let's see.
Sweet MNQ buyers.
See, it's like even if we came up to London high, I don't know if I would trust this to do a clean sweep. Like we have New York volume, but there's a meaningful order block that's sitting up there. So I think this could be a pretty good reaction point. see if we get continuation from the buyers. Oh yeah, so 30,200 has some pretty meaningful liquidity at it.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
We're gonna get the pullback.
Stop MNQ sell. Sweep MNQ sellers.
Are you guys able to hear Bookmap in the background?
Yep.
Oh jeez, I'm gonna turn that down a little.
Yeah, and it's good level too. It's not too annoying.
Yeah, not too bad.
Sweep MNQ buyers. Stop MNQ buy. Sweep MNQ buyers.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like we're about to blow out a liquidity level right here. It's a pretty substantial level.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
It's trying, it's bouncing right off that level. Getting some absorption up there. 30,150.
Sweep MNQ buyers. Absorption MNQ sellers.
So I haven't taken any of these trades yet, just because I'm watching there be absorption. Price looks like it's a little overextended on this push, and it's just a New York Open, so you know anything could really happen at this point. So a lot of times I won't trade the Open unless it's like a perfect move that I feel really confident in. Otherwise, I will just wait the first 15-20 minutes and let everything kind of shake out. So like I'm not taking this trade right here because of the order block. I think that the potential for a reaction is pretty strong, and this is like we just shot straight up during the Open, so strong buying, but at the same time the move's extended. So I do not want to get trapped in a long because of the order block. So I'd rather just wait for price to take this level, pull back, and then see if it re-engages for Asia.
Stop MNQ buy.
Which there we go with the sweep. So sweep, immediate pullback. This is what I'm watching for essentially, is to see, do we immediately reject back inside of the level or do we continue past it? But there's all these different obstacles. Like we have a breaker block, VWAP band 2, another order block before the next sweep. Less than ideal circumstances. All right, so 30,200 though, that is a clean level with a lot of liquidity. So that would probably be the next meaningful target right here.
MNQ sellers.
Absorption right back inside the level.
Sweep MNQ
Let's
sellers.
see. Watching this on Bookmap to determine if buyers are going to have it in them to lift it. It's like a 50-50.
Sweep MNQ buyers.
No.
10 minutes time now at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. We get to US Chicago PMI. This date is for June. 55.1.
9:45 is
Yeah,
PMI.
it looks like there's news at 10 also. That might do some.
Yeah. Yeah, I chose to sit that one out. It wasn't worth the risk.
Sweep MNQ buyers. Stop MNQ buy. Absorption MNQ sellers.
I'm going to check for. So we got absorption after the sweep. Might be a good little micro scalp here on a short.
Yeah, I cut a little piece of the break of the high, but
Yep.
I cut out of it early.
Yep.
I didn't have a whole lot of conviction to it, so I cut it early.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing. I was debating. I'm like, this is a pretty good long, but it's not like a great long. And then I'm always a little hesitant during the Open, but it looks like there's still pretty meaningful liquidity above us. Like, next major level is going to be 30,300, but there's a lot of contracts at that level, so it's just I don't know. I hate these opening drive moves when they're super extended like this. It's just like it doesn't have as much incentive to continue. We'll see if it actually pulls back inside the level of the sweep or not, though. If it doesn't, then we'll be looking for a drive up.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
Plenty of room to let this develop, though. CVD's looking strong though. Opened up pretty bullish. So looks like rejection. Band 1 rejection.
Sweep MNQ buyers. Sweep MNQ buyers. Stop MNQ buy. Stop MNQ buy.
Right at the Friday high, too.
Let me take a look at the volume profile. Oh, yeah, we're out here in like no man's land.
Actually, Thursday high.
This is looking pretty bullish.
Morgan Stanley shares are down around 1.2% after Oppenheimer cuts them to
You guys hear me now?
What was that?
You guys hear me?
Yep, that we get.
Or is it quiet again?
No,
Or is
it's
the level all right.
It's better. Yeah, it sounds better.
Okay, yeah. Every time I make an adjustment, I have to restart the whole thing. I'll
Sweep MNQ sellers.
Some pretty active sellers involved in this now. Let's see if this is just a pullback or if it's a flip back over into the range. I think it's a flip back over into the range so far. We'll see what happens at VWAP. So there were some pretty good longs in here. Didn't take them because it's the opening drive, and it wasn't exactly what I was looking for. And I'm not scared to sit out a move where if it doesn't meet all of the criteria, I'll just wait for a better one. There's a lot of different opportunities in a day. But yeah, it looked like those longs were pretty good. Did anybody, Mark, you took the longs. Anybody else take them? That was it. Mark was the only one with the balls to do it.
I didn't.
Yeah, me neither.
I didn't get much
Yeah,
of
I didn't do
it.
it.
15 points of it was all I got.
175 is a pretty good level too. I'd be looking to microscope.
Honestly, my signal's telling me to go short.
Yeah. I was looking at a short right here too. I'm gonna wait it out.
In 5 minutes time now at 9:45 a.m. Eastern time, we get the US Chicago PMI for June. Forecast 55 spot
Sweep
one.
MNQ.
We got 5 minutes to the PMI.
MNQ buy.
Yep.
Sweep MNQ
Give jolts as well.
Is that at 9:45 as well?
Need to check. I think it's at 10.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
Yeah, Jolts is 10.
10.
And this is Chicago PMI, not PMI.
Looks like it's struggling to gain acceptance back inside of or back outside of the sweep.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
$150.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
Cumulative volume's not showing like a huge amount of buyers in this move. It looks like there's like a little hesitation at the top now, essentially.
Sweep MNQ buyers.
Yeah, you got some stepping in now. I'm gonna take this long here for the internal sweep. Give it a try.
Yeah, it looks like high of day is also high of day from like a few sessions ago. You know what I mean? But there's kind of a little bit of a level there.
Yeah, it's Thursday.
Sweep MNQ
Thursday.
sellers.
It would make sense that there would be a pause there.
It's pretty thin above that.
Yeah, I know. I'm hoping we can get above that and just fucking.
Yeah, just fucking rip. I mean, we have some expansion potential here, and we're staying above VWAP, so I chose to enter the long to the couple points before the sweep of the newly formed high. But I don't know if it's going to have the momentum to make this. CBD starting to trail now. It's trailing downwards. But we're staying above VWAP, so I'm still bullish until otherwise convinced. It's like we keep getting some pops of buyers. They're trying to get above this level right here. And it's not even a visible level, so it's probably somebody passive selling into the wind right here. But it looks like buyers still want to be in control. It's just, do they have it in them? The closer we get to PMI, too, the more I would expect to see this trail a bit.
1 minute remaining for US Chicago PMI.
Yeah, 1 minute remaining. This might just come blow out my stop there in PMI if it's not positive. Yeah, it looks like we're about to take VWAP out.
Sweep MNQ sellers. Stop MNQ sell. Stop MNQ sell.
Yep.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
We're going to take this trade offline in a second. Staying outside value area high.
Sweep MNQ sellers. Sweep MNQ buyers.
VWAP projection.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to PMI.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
Big old rejection wick.
Stop MNQ buy.
Closing this trade in profit. They no longer trust the context of it. Alright, took profit on that trade. Obviously, PMI had a slight bullish effect on it, but the market was really reaching down there. So I think this probably will complete to my TP, but you know, the original reason that I entered it was no longer there. So I decided to close it out, take profit, and not just roll the dice. So when I trade, like, one of the things I go by is, you know, there's two really, right? The original reason that I entered, if it no longer exists, then I will close the trade out. And then the other thing is that if I'm in a trade and it just takes too long, right? Like, I have a time threshold in my head for how long I expect these trades to take to reach completion, or to at least the next stage of validating that the trade is good. So if I'm experiencing alpha decay, I'll also close the trade out. I'm not going to sit there and die with my original thesis. But this looks pretty good for the sweep up here. Now, if we get this sweep and it holds above the high, then I'm going to be looking for it to take out 300, because I know that there's some significant resting liquidity there. So we're going to set like 29675. Check Bookmap for confirmation. 300 still looking pretty hardy. We got a lot of liquidity at the high here, though, through 270. So I want to see what happens once we take 270. Are we going to peel right back, or are the buyers going to find enough oomph to just shoot it up? I think it's more likely that we take out the immediate liquidity above us, and then price rolls over. But that was a pretty healthy VWAP projection right there, and that's why I set my stop loss below value area high and below VWAP, because VWAP is going to be the first line of defense and value area high is going to be the second line of defense. But if we were to print and close below both of those, then my original idea of being bullish is completely invalidated.
Yeah, I tried to take a little short right as we got to value and got stopped out on the sweep back up.
Oof. Yeah, it's tough because, like, especially right now, this is the tough thing about these value area trades or like failed auctions is when the range between value area high and value area low is small. You don't have as much room to wait for it to like break value area high, print, close, and confirm. So then it's like you pretty much got to enter on the break, and then then you don't have the confirmation essentially, and then it's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Sometimes when the range is small.
Yeah, I had a diverging candle sitting on top of it, so that was my natural entry, and then being that it was on top of value, it seemed to align pretty nicely.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Obviously, it didn't play out well, but it was still a good entry.
So like, this is kind of a tough spot too, because like when I'm looking at this, obviously the market's bullish, rejected VWAP pretty hard. We've been staying above it. I think buyers want to be in control, but they just like, if you look, this is like a lower high that we just formed, and it looks like it's just, they're barely in control. And it's not very convincing yet. So it's like this has the potential to break down just as much as it does to continue. I think this was definitely, a reasonable short, especially when we got down to value area high. I think if we do go higher from here, I doubt that we climb much past 30,300. I feel like we're going to take that level, reject, and pull all the way back to VWAP, or maybe just flip over. So it's really struggling. It looks like we just climbed up and rejected off like the underside of some residual liquidity that was hanging out at 250. 265, yeah, that 260 to 275 area is still pretty meaningfully packed with liquidity. I might be looking at a long just through the local highs, but I'm not super convinced yet. These wicks on the 1 minute make it look like sellers are pushing back pretty good. Yeah. So I'm also watching to see when we break VWAP. I guess it's pretty beneficial that VWAP and value area high are so close together. I want to see it basically roll through VWAP and print on the other side, and then I'll start looking for some shorts through the range.
Has been established to release Iran's funds.
What do we have below us here? Yeah, this looks like consolidation on top of VWAP for a push higher, but hard to say. I mean, obviously CVD's trailing downwards.
Consumer confidence release for the month of June. Forecast 94.4 on the prior 93.1 with a range of 97.6 to 92.5. Jolts job openings. This is for the month of May. Forecast.
Oh, they're reading off Jolts now.
5 million on the prior 7.618 million with a range of 7.622 to 6.9 million expected.
Thanks, Jor. Good morning to you too.
Sweep MNQ buyers. Sweep MNQ
62.
buyers.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we want to just come take these highs. Pretty heavy resistance right here, though.
Sweep MNQ buyers.
There we go.
Ice for MNQ
Right up there. Now we're going for that 300 level.
Stop MNQ buy. Sweep MNQ buyers. Absorption MNQ sellers. Stop MNQ buy.
And lots of stop losses in that last
Sweep
move.
MNQ buyers.
All the people that entered short when the range started to kind of form at the top there.
Stop MNQ sell. Sweep MNQ sellers.
That long through 300 was pretty good too.
What up?
What's up?
Sweep MNQ buyers. Absorption MNQ sellers.
Did you catch any trades, Chor?
Sweep
Last
MNQ
night I did.
Absorption
But I haven't
MNQ
played
sellers.
since, since 2 last night, so.
Nice. Got some good trades in though.
Sweep MNQ
Yes,
buyers.
I'm actually, I'm in the green with my PA, but right now I'm looking for a trade, but it's just for, just to grab some, a little bit of profit, extra profit, that's it.
Yep.
Nothing major.
Nothing too crazy.
Yeah, nothing too crazy. I cut down my contract to like 1 or 2, because I am in the green with all of my PAs, so I don't have any eval at the moment because I did pass my last eval, was it Monday? So,
Nice.
so as of right now, I have about like 10 PA that I'm trying to work on, so we'll see how that goes.
Let's go. Yeah, it's been a slow morning for me. I saw a bunch of good trades. Took a couple little scrapes, but nothing major because I didn't really, like the price action. But I'm up 138 on the day from a couple smaller trades added together. So nothing crazy, but
Alright.
there was probably about
So good. Did you
$300
take any
that
trades?
P&L that I missed out on from sitting back on some of these trades. But it just wasn't exactly what I needed.
Right. Did you take any trades last night?
I took like 2 or 3 trades. I think it was like 3 small trades.
Oh,
So I basically, I was on here with Curtis and just kind of showing him some of because he basically used that link that I have for TradingView that copies my chart layout. So he's been using my chart layout, and I was explaining to him how I'm using some of these levels and what I'm looking for confluences to come together to pick out some of the trades. And I took a couple trades for like demonstration purposes, but I was up like $80, and then I took a loss for 40. So I ended the night at plus 40 and just said, whatever, I'm not gonna push it past that point. So I made $40, which wasn't bad.
right.
But yeah, yesterday
Yeah,
we
it's
had
still
stayed
good.
up
It's still
until 3:30 in the morning, and when we got up in the morning, I had only slept for like 4.5 hours, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna trade anything too crazy
right.
today because I just know when I'm tired, I start taking losses because I make worse decisions.
Right.
Sweep
What
MNQ
is your
buyers.
I know you don't
See
do
the release of
really
GDC
bias just
consumer
because,
confidence in June.
the whole married to your bias thing, but
Prime
what do
Yeah.
93.1 with a
what
range
you
of
predicted?
97.6
I
to
mean, it looks
92.6.
pretty bullish so far, but I don't think we're just gonna straight climb throughout the day. I mean, I'd be surprised if we do. I think if anything, maybe we go up a little bit higher from here and take out some of the upper liquidity. Like there's a big pocket at 350 now. I'm sure there's a huge pocket at 400. So not sure if we'll even get up there, but it looks like it's really kind of struggling to continue this move up. Like it's not just smooth sailing up. So I would expect it to break back down into the range at some point. So we'll probably get that late morning reversal. Like Josh is always looking for those 10 a.m., 10:20 reversals. That's what I would expect is
Right.
to see it melt back down at some point. But hard to say. Hard to say. This move. The only thing that I will say is like we're at 47% of the average daily range. Usually going into the New York market, we're at 60, 70% from the overnight moves. So it's got a lot of space that it could move in one direction or the other. So it could blow out the bottom or it could just keep rising out of the top. But it has a lot of potential to expand at least. But short term, I would be looking for it to come through 350.
Sweep MNQ buyers.
350 is looking like it has a pretty good pocket sitting at it. 330 does as well. So we got 330, 340, 350. 350 has a huge amount of contracts sitting at it. So I'd expect to see price try to climb up and take that level before it flips over. But see if they got it in them.
Right.
Have you been trading NQ at all or just sticking with gold?
Oh no. You know I don't mess with MQ, not yet. I've just been trading gold for New York, but for I mean I'm sorry for Tokyo. I've been taking gold for Tokyo, but then for New York I mess with MES. So usually when you guys whatever moves you guys kind of make with NQ, I try to tend to make that move with
I'll
MES.
ride a fellow MES in here.
Huh?
I also do MES just because I feel like I was telling them yesterday. I just feel like the points for me is just easier to do the math in my head of my risk management when I'm trading MES rather than MNQ.
Yes, I agree. I feel like M and Q to me, it moves like so much, and the volatility of it, it kicks my butt
Oh
every
yeah.
time.
Oh yeah. You have to make
Like
sure
one
you have plenty
candle,
of room in your
right?
trades.
Yes, because one candle can either take you out in a split second or your best friend.
That's how I feel about gold, dude. One move on gold will fucking blow my whole eval account, I feel like.
Yes, you are right about that. Why I don't go
Sweep
during New
MNQ
York
sellers.
just because of that. For Tokyo though, the move is slightly slower. So every time when I go during New York, it just works better with me.
Sweep
I mean, not New
MNQ
York. I don't know
buyers.
why I keep on saying New
Stop
York. I'm sorry,
MNQ
guys.
buy.
Tokyo.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That actually makes a lot of sense because, yeah, there's probably less
Mm,
volume, so it's a little more slow, so you can control, like, your
mm,
risk or just, like, take a deep breath and chill.
yes, yes.
See if they have the oomph to squeeze up
All
and
right,
give me
guys, I
this
gotta
10
hop
points
off for a
here.
second.
1 minute remaining. We'll lead with the USCB consumer confidence.
Consumer confidence, one
So
minute
far
remaining.
today and yesterday, using the 50 and 100 like method of Anthony Chavez of trying to find a daily bias, like so far today and yesterday, it's both had worked.
Yeah. His method is pretty good. He actually see he had messaged me the other night and asked if I could build an indicator for him to basically basically do exactly that, like be able to map out the daily bias easier for his strategy. So I'm gonna try to do that over the next couple of days. But I was gonna ask him. I know he wants to use it as like part of a mentorship, but I was gonna ask him if it was cool if I just gave it out to my Discord at least. For anybody that wants to use it, because I know there's a few people that use that daily bias entry mechanism or method or whatever. I'm pretty sure he'll be fine with it. I don't think he cares as long as we're not like mass distributing it and screwing up his mentorship. But I think if it was just a few of us using it, he'd be okay with it.
7.594 million.
Right, he seems like a really chill dude.
Yeah, no, he is. He is. He's somebody where like I basically want to stay in touch with him because I think he'll end up being successful in growing out his own Discord and getting a mentorship going and stuff and probably getting some traction on social media. So it'd be somebody good to collaborate with in the future.
Sweep
I
MNQ sellers.
technically have a buy signal right at
Sweep
10, but
MNQ
I'm not
sellers.
taking it.
Yeah, I don't know where these sellers just came from, but it looks like there was probably a passive participant up there. Oh, Jolt.
505 million from 7.6.
That's what it was. Jolts.
That's why I didn't take it.
Stop MNQ sell. Sweep MNQ sellers. Stop MNQ sell.
We've also seen a prior revision to the conference board's consumer confidence revised down to 90.6 from 93.1. Looking into the report here, consumers' average median 12-month inflation
Sweep
expectations.
MNQ.
The percentage of
So I'm net positive 167 on the day. I took a little scrape at the top there. I think it was like 13 points or something, but I wanted to target the the sweep to the 50 level, but and it did end up completing the move. But this hesitation at the top is kind of ridiculous. Like this looks just like I don't know. It's not like they're horrible trades.
It's just news.
Yeah, it's not horrible trading at the top here, but I feel like I'm fucking gambling because it doesn't have like a lot of conviction behind it. You know, I'm seeing liquidity targets, but it's really taken a lot of effort for price to kind of grind up to them. So I don't like these slow grind up days because it feels like it could just roll over at any point. You know, and CVD it failed to make a higher high so far, so I'm kind of watching that too to see if we overcome the previous high. This looks like a pretty good VWAP band rejection right here, though. Like the news pushed it down. We tested the band, rejected, so ADX is 43. Strong trend conditions. Just doesn't look like a strong trend. It's 10:02 a.m. I give it sometime in the next 20 minutes and this rolls.
US stocks now extending gains following the data. The S&P is up to a
Sweep MNQ buyers.
Yeah, let's see. Microsoft is up 0.9 cents. Apple's 1.46. Nvidia is up 1.54. And then Amazon, Meta, and Google are down 0.5% to 1%. And then SpaceX is up 0.5%. So kind of mixed results on the tech stocks, but Nvidia is probably the driving factor.
Big green candle on the 1 hour.
Yeah, I was looking at that. We got some inefficiencies building below us though, so we got a pretty good 15-minute fair value gap from earlier this morning. We started a new 4-hour candle, so there's a 4-hour fair value gap and then a 1-hour fair value gap just sitting below us. What we got for levels here? 277. Yeah, so basically 275, 277 is going to be the 1 hour and 4 hour fair value gap edge.
Sweep MNQ sellers.
Where's the 5 start?
Damn, if this thing just keeps on taking off, I had a like a buy limit and it like just got missed by like 3 points and then it started taking off just now. So if it keeps on taking off, then yeah, I'm just gonna be sitting this one out probably.
Yeah, I do the same thing with some of these moves like this. So 400 is going to have a bunch of liquidity sitting at it. It looks like from 387 through 400, but 400's got a more meaningful level at it. So I'd expect to see it take 400, and then we'll see if it continues and or rolls.
Close. Watching this now, 5 minute.
Did we pierce the 400 level? No.
Like rejected right at it.
Perfect.
Sweep MNQ sellers. Stop MNQ sell.
There's some sellers in this move, though. CVD was printing red for a sec.
Sweep MNQ buyers. Stop MNQ buy. Sweep MNQ sellers.
So there's going to be some liquidity behind this wick on the 1 minute. It's going to be the 10:01 candle. Lots of longs trapped for continuation trades.
Sweep MNQ sellers. Stop MNQ sell.
So I'm kind of watching to see if we're going to come down and swipe out the internal range liquidity, or if we're going to try to continue to take that 400 level apart.
Sweep MNQ sellers. Sweep MNQ buyers.
I'm gonna be at work and talking to myself like, sweep them in cute buyers. People
Right?
be like, what the fuck are
Seriously.
you doing? What's he talking about?
Dude, I'm thinking about turning the sweeps off.
I'll
It
be
gets
dreaming about it.
so annoying, dude. Yeah, I know, right? Like for a while, I didn't run the sweeps, like audio alerts, and then I started doing it because some of the sweeps were meaningful. But like, I'm gonna shut it off right now because that shit is just fucking annoying at this point. Like, there's too many sweeps that happen, and I can reduce the sensitivity of it, but it's just like the reality is I'm taking 5% of my trades because of that alert, so it's not worth listening to it. And turn that one off. There we go. I mostly care about like the icebergs, absorption, and the volume pressure. I gotta mess with the icebergs today too. It's not sensitive enough because I'm not getting alerts for some of them that I can see. When I got the second laptop set up, I had to redo all the Bookmap settings, and it took me about 3 hours. So that's super frustrating. But some of them aren't exactly how I want them. So I made some changes along the way to see like, oh, maybe this will be a little bit more in line with what I'm looking for. But I'm gonna have to go through them later. Watching this short, and see us break and close below the VWAP band and then move to take out the internal range liquidity / come down and fill these fair value gaps.
Yeah, this is kind of the first significant bear candle that we've had all day.
Yeah, and it looks like, so on the 5-minute, we hit a order block and rejected right out of the 50% mark of it, so I feel like if
Now I'd be kind of looking at the 273 level. If it would break that. Otherwise, I'm still bullish.
Yeah, here we go. I don't know if I trust this move, but we should come down and sweep the internal range right here. Just a lot of pressure against it. Like, it's really trying to get down there, but
Yep. I feel like this is a big decision point.
yeah. Wow, dude. The algos are temporarily building pretty big levels down here too. 30,300's got a lot of contracts being stacked at it, but I think it's spoofing because they're stacked, pulled, but it's manipulation all the same. I'm glad I didn't take that short.
I don't know if it looks the same on the NQ, but with the MES, if you look at the 4-hour, yeah, it's definitely at like a major point right here at like was previously like a floor, but now a ceiling.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty similar. I mean, on our 4-hour, it looks like we overcame some of the local resistance, but I'm gonna expect this to roll from here. I mean, maybe it comes up and sweeps out that 400 level because it still hasn't taken the liquidity out of that, but it just doesn't look convincing for continuation on longs that much further. But it's hard to tell because we came up to this 5-minute order block and rejected off of it, so it could be that the market's still bullish and we just took a short-term, like sellers are just defending in this order block. Even with that little pump up that we just got, though, like it barely made progress on CBD. Sellers are right back in it.
Still deciding.
It's tough too because like I'm seeing liquidity sitting at 300, so I want to make sure it's not going to take that 300 level and then just be like mission completed and roll back up higher. But it's like I can't really wait for it to break all the way through 300 before entering because that's pretty much half of the trade. So this trade might be asked out unless it shows me something more convincing than this. This must be the exciting part of the job they told me about.
I was just thinking it's interesting about our different styles. Like, I wouldn't. I'd feel more comfortable going short below 300.
Yeah. I mean, I would too. But what I'm thinking is like, so let me see, where's this wick go to? So I'm looking to target to 274. And then I know the edge of these fair value
that's
gaps.
Exactly the level.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like, if we get below 300, it's possible that we wick through 300 and then just reverse because we took out the liquidity that was right there, and then price might want to just continue on its way.
Exactly.
So it's tough because it's like I'd want to enter below 300, but if I wait too long, then the whole move's over anyways. But it might be possible to catch like 20 points from like 294 to, 274.
I'd love to see it below that 275 level.
Yeah.
Like if we go through the 275 level, that shows me, okay, no longer, we're not confident in this up move.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's true too. It's tough because I'm like looking at VWAP is at 256, so it's like, all right, if we break below 274, then the next reaction point I'd be looking for is at 256. But I think honestly, if we break below 274, we're probably not going to bounce off of VWAP for continuation at that point because this looks like it's really struggling at the highs here. So even if this does go higher, I don't think it's going to be, we're not going to get a huge distance more out of this upwards. Buyers are really having a hard time lifting it anywhere meaningful right now. Let me figure how many people are thinking about this late morning reversal and expecting it and then trying to engage it right now. So that's something I always consider too, is like lots of retail traders are thinking, price is going to about to roll over any minute now and placing shorts.
I was thinking about that yesterday when we had that big up move and then we were consolidating. I was just thinking man, everyone's probably blowing all their accounts right now.
Yep. Yeah.
In this little chop. And then I was imagine, that Kalshi betting site?
Yep.
It'd be amazing if you bet on which day would it blow the most account.
Yeah. Yo, seriously. I wish there was a way to know.
Could clean house.
I know some of them
would definitely bet on that.
Some of the moves that are really obvious, You know, that like you'll see like a an obvious, like even right here, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people that are longing this. They're looking at it as like, oh, it's not breaking down, like bulls are still in control, it's just a little consolidation. So like when this does break down on Bookmap, there'll be like a trillion stop losses triggered, and that's what always crosses my mind is like lots of people getting stopped out, blowing their accounts right now on these moves.
I mean, we're basically in like bull flag territory.
Yep. Yeah, it's difficult because like I want to believe in this short because it looks like the market's weakening, but reality is like we're still above VWAP in a bullish market. So
Yeah, it's unknown as to like what the ultimate direction like.
get some buyers absorbing at the band too.
Glad we're past the 30K level though. That was really sucking up volatility yesterday.
Yeah, price will just get trapped. All right, I'm thinking we come for that 400 level. Buyers are trying here. Oh, swing failure pattern. Big rejection wick. Oh, no. Spoke too soon. It's like NQ's like, go ahead, place your trade. I dare you. Wait, what'd you say?
This 5 minute to close above 367.
You said 367?
Yeah, I want to see the 5 minute candle close above that level. That would like give me a little more confident.
This does look like a bull flag, though.
Yeah, see, there we go.
Tempted to take the scalp to internal range liquidity, but it's like, what is it about this area right here that's so difficult for price to move through? Like, CBD stayed bullish this whole time. The candlestick one doesn't look that great, but the overall session, like the histogram version, does. And there's tons of liquidity up at 400, but we just can't get past this little level here. I think this is a reasonable long to take. I'm going to size down for this move.
You close like right at that 367 level.
Yeah.
Like just below it. I'm not seeing confidence in it.
Yeah, me neither. I'm looking to maybe enter this long with like 1 micro for $60, but it's tough.
I think that's logical. I'd probably want, if I was long, ideally I'd want my stop at like 7-1.
Yeah.
Or 304. Below 304. For a long. But it's early in the day. I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah, I got up from my chair, started doing stretches and shit.
Nice. Some exercising. I sent I'm sending a
First
Bookmap.
World Cup game's on at 1, just saying.
What was that?
I said first World Cup game's on at 1 o'clock, just saying.
Nice. Maybe over here cheering them on.
No, seriously, it'll suck all the volume out of the
Yeah,
market.
yeah. Dude, the other night, one of the Asia sessions was pumping, and there was a bunch of people online being like, "It's because of the World Cup." I forget who had won that night, but people were joking that they were, being jubilant and placing longs. All right. A little late to enter this, so I'm gonna close that trade idea out, unless this pulls back again.
So now I'm looking for a close above high of day.
Spot gold rising nearly 1%.
I'm gonna take the long at the top here through the 400 sweep. It's one micro. If it goes south on me, it's fine, but it looks like it's about to get that push now. Let's try it. We'll see if volume steps in. There we go. That was a quick, like $25 or something. There's the buyers. They're hitting it now. Some absorption at the top, though. Let's see if they got the oomph.
I'd like to see like a nice close above 400 long.
Yeah, let's see. I'm guessing 450 is going to be the next big pocket. Yeah, well, there's some low resistance liquidity, 425 through 440. That looks pretty good. And then 450 is pretty handsome. Wow, there's actually low resistance all the way up. Yeah, 420, 25, 430, 435, 440. Just
Yeah, we got
numbers.
We got some room. This is like
I'm going to hit it with the long John Johansson here.
1 minute till candle close.
Let's see if we get a meaningful pullback and then a pump, or if it's just going to keep cruising up through this liquidity. No, yeah, it looks like it might try to just go up from here. The algos are just level building at this point. There's so low volume in the market that price is literally just being manipulated around. I'm going to send another screenshot in the chat of this, but it's like you'll see these algos step into the market and they'll build a liquidity level, and then price will bounce off of it, and then depending on if there's conviction in the market behind the move, then it'll either eat through it or it'll reject and continue. But you're literally just seeing price bing bong between these levels that the algos are building. It makes sense because when you look at it on the chart, there's all these like small, weird, uneven candles. Some of them have real potential, some of them don't. It's just kind of being manipulated at the highs.
Out.
Oh, you're in?
But well, I have an order out at high a day, just above high a day. I'm gonna give it like seconds if it'll take it.
Traders engaged.
That's right.
Copy traders engaged. Tango down.
Sure is. Yeah, see, I'm pulling it. Follow through. No trade.
No fill, no trade. Moving on.
That's right.
Do you ever see those saw stoppers? So like they have that mechanism. So if you're cutting wood and your finger gets like too close to the blade, then it stops the saw from cutting your hand off.
Yes.
I have that mental image sometimes when I'm setting up a stop loss. I have no idea why, but I just imagine that it's the saw stopper.
Yeah. I mean, that's very much what it is.
I just got to protect my fingers. Huh. Wow. Some slow slow-mo action here.
Get the bulls keep going. And we've only had one significant red candle all day.
Is anybody interested in being able to use Bookmap? Like if I set up a second stream for that, because I was thinking what I would do is just set up a Discord account for the second computer that I have, and then screen share from that computer into Discord. But put it on auto mute, so like you basically would just unmute it whenever you want to actually listen to it, so it'll always be there, and you can click on it and view the stream, but you don't have to hear it unless you choose to hear it. But I didn't know if anybody would actually use it or not, because I know the stream is a little bit less ideal than actually having the software. But
maybe put up a poll in Discord.
yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea. I know I'm probably going to stream it to YouTube at some point, just because like those YouTube streams for Bookmap tend to get a good amount of traction. So it's a good way just to get some subscribers on the channel and get some exposure. So I'm thinking like, I just got to decide if I want to do it as a second stream through the same channel or set up its own little Bookmap channel for it. But I like the idea of at least sharing it to YouTube, because I know there's a lot of people out there who like can't afford to buy it, and it's super fucking expensive. So if I'm going to pay this amount of money per month, then I'd like that other people get use out of it too.
Absorption MNQ sellers.
Up here, engaged again.
Let's go.
I gotta see a good push here. It's looking like a lot of hesitation. Or preemptive.
Bulls are getting shy.
Yeah. We're all watching the World Cup. Oh man, Doji.
Stop MNQ buy.
That was
Gain up 1%.
All right, there we go. Pulls up. I'm looking at deep charts too. I think I'm gonna purchase a subscription to it. Just the only thing with deep charts is it only runs on Windows machines, which means I gotta virtualize a fucking machine to use it, which just pisses me off, man. It's like it's 2026. I don't know why NinjaTrader and deep charts both require Windows. Like,
this whole industry runs on Windows.
yeah, fucking Windows 95, Windows XP, you know.
Yep.
It's
Right.
like a bunch of Windows 2000 NT servers out there just running the futures market essentially. Ridiculous. I'm
We
sure.
would have learned from Y2K already.
Yeah, seriously. In Windows, this is just from the perspective of like a programmer with a cybersecurity background, right? Windows is largely a trash operating system. It really is. It is so fucked up and full of holes. The idea behind it was super, super, super good. The execution was ultra fucking poor. Like, it is a trash operating system.
Yep. Agreed.
And like Mac, albeit that it is pricey and they have a little monopoly on the hardware game, they do produce some really good shit. Like my iPhone never lags. And I mean, to be fair, I don't download as much shit as other people do, but I would have a comparable amount of stuff on the newest top of the line Android, and it would always have a problem. It would lag, it would glitch, and it's like these MacBooks, I'm running these MacBook Air laptops. It is absolutely astounding the amount of shit that I can run on it at once. Like on a 16 gigabyte Windows laptop, I'd get half as much shit done. But
Yeah. I think the whole philosophy is like, you want something that you plug in and run, it'll work and it'll work well, or do you want something that you tinker with and open it up and customize?
yeah,
That's really the biggest difference
yeah, but it's like,
between Android and iPhone and Apple and Windows or
dude,
Linux.
for years I ran Linux and I ran Android for that reason. Because like with Android, I used to advocate to everybody. I'd be like, look, with your Mac, you're limited. With your iPhone, you're limited. Like with my Android, I can root it. I can redesign the whole fucking operating system. But then people would be like, well, what is that good for? And it would be like, yeah,
Right.
not much, actually. It's a novelty. It's like, I'm not doing anything with my Android that really is something that I need to do. It's like, it was fun to do.
Yeah, yeah, that's the philosophy, is like, do you have a reason or either some reason to really get in there and customize, or are you fine? I mean, that's why most of like the creative world Mac, because they don't really care about that. They just want to be able to get in there, make music, make movies, just need it to work and work well.
Yeah. I mean, one thing I will say is like, all the big tech companies tried to build like good continuity between the devices. Like I think every tech company has that same idea, right? Where you have like a TV, a laptop, a tablet, a watch, your phone, and it's all like one big ecosystem. But with Android, it's very poorly executed because it's not just Android that you have to worry about. It's each manufacturer's own bloatware that they stuff on top of it, or and it's like a lot of that stuff works, but it doesn't work very well. Where it's like the continuity between devices that I have with Mac is unfucking paralleled. And like all the time I'll be like, oh man, like I can do this with Mac or I can do that. And my buddy Alex that's been staying with me, he's like, oh, my Android does that, but it's like doesn't work half the time, or it works slow or whatever. So I just think for most people, like Mac makes a hell of a lot more sense. And then even from the standpoint of like somebody who would tear it, like I used to, decompile my phone's operating system, root it, and make it do all sorts of fancy shit. But over the years, I started looking at it as like, what am I using for features out of this that I really am gonna miss? And it's like the answer is nothing, So it's tough because like every time you root your phone, you open it up to, it's very exposed at that point. You open it up to security vulnerabilities.
Wow, no follow through.
Were you in a trade right there?
And I was trying at high a day. Gave it 30 seconds and it didn't fill.
Oof.
Turned right back around.
Yeah, even running OBS. So like Mac has its own dedicated hardware encoder. So like using that is amazing compared to like what I've experienced with Windows.
Oh
where
yeah,
you're basically using the CPU for all that.
Oh, 100%. Like that's what I was saying. Is like anything like entertainment, creative, whatever. It's like they all use. And like you were saying, that it just the hardware talks to one.
Yeah. So now I have to make that decision of like, all right, am I going to run something like Parallels to virtualize Windows so I can mess with deep charts, or am I going to do a cloud-based desktop system? And It's like the internet
Right.
connection I have here is fast, and obviously the data center that's hosted on is going to be quick. But I got to see what kind of latency there is, because it's like, is that going to work well with footprint charts? Probably not. Milliseconds of latency is going to be a big difference. So more likely than not, I'm going to virtualize Windows and suck up a bunch of system resources so that I can just look at the same charts from a different view. It's like that's where it becomes not worth it. So I'm going to have to kind of experiment with it. I'll probably test it out for a month, because I really do like some of the features. Have you ever looked into deep charts?
I have not.
So it's literally the same exact stuff that you're getting everywhere else, but just with a different aesthetic to it. So like, they don't purport to have anything that's like too crazy different, but their big thing is like, okay, we're going to show you the same information, but maybe in a more effective or efficient way to make it so that you can process it like quickly and on the fly. And they have a lot of tools that are centered around like being able to track, like they're basically order flow tools where you're able to look at charts, but be able to see like big lots hitting the chart, or interactions with volume, and just some really cool, unique ways to view the same information. So I'm intrigued by it enough to at least take a look. I love order flow tools, and anything that's like a new spin on it that might make it a little bit easier to make a decision in the moment. It's definitely worth looking into, but really wish they'd come out with the Mac version. Maybe I'll see if I can.
Big rejection. 450.
Yeah, I'm looking at that. I really want to see this break the VWAP band right here at 382 and then hold below. Like, I'm looking for the market to roll, but I might just spend the whole day married to that idea. I'm watching it on Bookmap come down to this level. There's like a couple levels down here that seem to just keep rejecting price, but they're not that big. So it's like there's a passive participant that's trying to just hold it up, but sellers are coming in. It's trying again, same level, bounce. It's like 390.
I'm looking at 75 level. Curious if we can get below that.
I'm gonna send this picture in the chat here. This is pretty much one of the ways you can use Bookmap. So I'm looking for those bounces off of the levels like that. So it's like let's see, it's like a 20-point bounce. It's like a 17-point bounce, 17 and a half points. So like, I'll wait to see price come to a level, fail to break it and react, and then I'll enter in for like 17 points or 10 points or 12 points or whatever and catch the bounce. It's having another reaction right now, similar bounce with about 20 points of distance. Maybe about 17 actually. But it's useful in that sense.
383 level.
Now, when you first learned to trade, were you just learning from like YouTube videos and stuff, or like, I think you had a mentor at one point, right?
Talking to me?
Yeah.
Well, funny enough, when I was like, gosh, I think I was 20. My dad actually took me to Florida for a Forex trading conference. And I think I learned a lot of the basics of like what a candlestick is, and risk management, and different order types, and basic chart patterns and stuff. And then they gave you all that for like 2 days, and then just said go. And there was no real strategy or anything. So, I tried with what I could, and then.
Interesting.
I think when I first started, I kind of came back to it in like 20, all the meme stock stuff. There was like it was like I found like a Discord that had like a actual strategy attached to it, and I was trying that out, and then on more stuff.
I'm sorry to cut you off. Did you ever happen to be in a Discord at Simulate and Trade? That was like the first Discord I came across because of meme stocks.
That sounds really familiar. No, I was not. I was in the one called 1348. It was like a EMA crossover.
Oh, okay.
But I think it was good. it definitely taught me the like, a lot of the basic concepts were there. Just it's a momentum strategy that doesn't work well when the market's not trending, right? But it took me a while to kind of out.
Yeah, so like when I first got into trading because of the meme stocks and seeing them blow up, and then so like it caused me to find my first Discord, which he was like covering AMC and shit, was a simulating trade. And so, but he was doing options, and so I started with options at first,
Yep.
and he was just giving out signals, and I was just following signals, and like didn't really know too much about the market at first.
Yeah.
And what he was doing was just taking breakouts, but when he would give his signals, like I was just kept losing one after the other because it was like he would send out the signal for a breakout and it just like failed
It already
breakouts and I had to take
happened.
small paper cuts
Yep.
and like so it didn't work out and then
Yeah.
that brought me into like oh go ahead.
But no, I was just saying that that's exactly the problem with signals is two things I see is number one, by the time you get the signal, the move's probably already happened. Number two, one big thing that was big for me was like I don't ever want to rely on someone else to do what I do, right? Because what
Yeah,
happens if
that's
that person dies, right?
right.
Like
That's
where's my
exactly I was like
career?
he was actually like in the Discord talking about he's like, yeah, I might have to start schooling again, and if I
Right?
start schooling, like then because he was like he's become like a he got his license and shit to become like an actual person that could give like financial advice on people's portfolios and shit. So he was like going to school to do that and everything. And then he was saying like, yeah, I might not be able to do this when I go back to school, and that's what got me to really think. I was like, oh shit, I gotta learn how to do this on my own. So then, yeah, I was just like, that got me through like the strategy fucking gauntlet because every time a strategy kind of stopped working, it made me like strategy hop. And then I've been doing that for so long. And now I've been on a journey of like struggling with that for a couple years now. And here I am. And now I realize like, I think it's just my psychology and I need to quit flipping out. Cause I will admit, like, all as well as following the signals, there'd be times where like if I took a loss, I'd fucking want to get it back and just deviate from my shit because I'm flipping out emotionally. So I think I just need to get my emotions in check and maybe I can get this shit to work.
Yeah, that's a very, very common journey. Oh,
What's that? That's a very what?
very common journey. That you try a strategy and then it stops working, and another strategy. stops
Yeah, it
working.
shakes my confidence, and
Right.
I'm like, well, is it the strategy or the market? I'm not sure. Like, I don't have
Right.
a mentor to let me know that, like, hey, this
Exactly.
is normal. This is gonna happen. So then, when I finally like with Nico and the wrench capital trading, that's when I was like, okay, this is like an actual. I can treat him as a mentor. He's actually live every day, and I can follow him. And then when that happened, dude, like, I was so fucking confident. Like last November, trading with him, and I was like $100 away from passing the eval for the first time ever. And then yeah, December happened, and then
Oh no.
it's still funny 'cause December was so horrible that I just quit trading until just this Monday.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
Now December's brutal.
It shook my confidence so bad too because I was like, I finally got a mentor, was trading with somebody live, and it still didn't work. Now I believe that this shit is not possible. I was like, I just got to take a break for this. I'm about to make myself go crazy.
Yeah, I mean market conditions to really pay attention to.
So I tried to take a small stab at a short there. I ended up closing out $7 in profit because I could see that big burst of buyers hitting and price pumped against me. So I'm glad that I exited that short. However, I am looking to potentially short this again. That reaction, though, that we just got, looks like there is a passive buyer in the market sitting here. So I'm a little bit apprehensive about this move, but I'm essentially looking to short it into the 350s with 1 micro. I'm just trying to confirm with order flow. I might miss the move by doing that, but yeah, it looks like we're going to break down into this low resistance here.
Looking at this 369 level.
Stop MNQ sell.
All right,
There we go.
we're going to try to take it. I'm going to be late to the move. Motherfucker. Ah, terrible fill. Terrible fill. No, it hit my TP anyways. I think I made 20 bucks on that. That sucks. By the time I clicked market buy, it jumped. Womp, womp, womp. Alright, well, at least it was a profitable trade. I'm up 220 on the day.
Nice.
Yeah, I'd like to try to get this to 3. These have all been small positions. I was really looking to trade like 5 or 10 micros today, but just wasn't exactly what I was looking for at any point. So maybe later in the day we'll get some sexier moves that I feel more comfortable with. So we're coming into an order block here. Interested to see what we get there, but it looks like this wants to break down to VWAP at the minimum. And we've been outside of value for quite a while. Let me see. We're about to form a new POC now. We're not even close to it. So if we break through 250, which is the top of value, then I'm going to start looking for failed auctions. So I basically would take it back down to like the midnight open or the London open, so 132.095 area. But I think it's going to be a little bit of a journey to get down there because we got to go through this order block, and then there's a good chance of a VWAP bounce. But
Now, I'd be kind of curious to take a long.
get these alerts.
2340 area.
We'll look at the
Out. A little further.
There's also been like plenty of times where like I'm done with the session or during the session and I can like feel the fucking like rush like in my head, I don't know if that's like the dopamine or like what, but I can like feel the fucking rush of like just looking at the chart and I'm like, bro, like calm down. And then like I can like after the session I'm like driving into work and I can like feel that like that feeling in my head. It's almost kind of like not necessarily like almost like a headache kinda, but not necessarily like it don't hurt, but yeah, I can tell that I'm like just getting a rush sometimes from just looking at the chart. So I need to get better at just fucking yeah, standing up and stretching and like yeah, making sure I'm drinking water consistently.
Yep. Uh, yeah, your brain like it literally like goes on. Yeah, it needs hydration. Work.
Right. Oh, dude, yeah, especially because you see it all the time of people like that'll be like, "Oh yeah, man, like Monday I'm gonna start my diet," or like people just say that they're gonna do shit, and then you see them never follow through with it, and like they always do that, and like you see people with that personality trait of like saying they're gonna do shit and then don't do it. Yeah, right. And this also kind of like touches on what I was trying to say yesterday, like about at my workplace, how I'm noticing like when I go to work and I was saying like I'm not saying that I'm better than the other people at work, like a better person or whatever, but I can just tell that like looking at most people, I mean obviously it's an entry level job, so I'm like but I can tell that there's people there that are just like I guess the best way I can put it, they're on a lower vibration and so they're not like and also like their work ethic, like you said, how you do one thing is how you do everything. There's people there that obviously like don't give a shit and just fuck off and like on purpose, and you could just tell that they're the kind of people that don't like have any sort of discipline, probably don't have any like sort of structure and whatnot. And I can see that, and I'm like, bro, like I definitely like kind of feel like I don't belong here. I'm not saying I'm smarter than these people, but yeah, it's like kind of like, all right, bro, yeah, I should be doing this like trading and shit on the side. I can tell I can be doing other things like myself on my own. Like, right, yeah, exactly. It serves a purpose. That that's how I've always felt too, bro. I hate how people like honestly when a lot of people ask me what I do, like I can almost like feel the fucking judge and the shame with it, and I'm like, I don't really give a fuck, bro. Like it don't matter what I do. Like honestly, like if you really want to know who I am as a person, you should be asking me what do I like to do outside of work and not what I do for work. Yes, yes,
Don't ever
yeah,
live in LA.
exactly.
Yep. Hey, who are you? Who are you? What do you do? And work together.
Yeah,
And
I feel like
what and the credibility, what have you done? It's like every
right, yeah,
conversation
I
I'm
feel like when they ask you that question off rip, or like, "What do you do?" I feel like it's like they're instantly trying to like figure you out, or like
yeah,
categorize you, or put you in a box so they know how to treat you from here on out.
that's exactly what it is. 'Cause they're trying to figure out like, hey, are you someone that we are can work together, benefit each other, or not?
Hey guys, I'm gonna hop for a little while. Talk to you later.
Hey, Mark.
All right, man.
I agree, and especially because the college standards are. I'd be. I'm still looking. I'm looking for shorts, but I need to see really show some follow through. I oh, there we go. Come on, Bear. Gone. Gone. Okay. Hesitating now. Now I'm kind of down for a long here. Closed right above the 20 EMA. Are you long or short?
I want to ask you questions about your VWAP, but we're not right this second because I know you're in the middle of a trade. Um, is there like any particular settings you have on yours? Yeah, that's what I see. So the one that you're using right now is a VWAP. Is the VWAP that you're using? You saying it's one that you created and not one I can find on TradingView right here? That's pretty fucking sick that you know how to do all that, dude. God damn. So like I remember you had, yeah, you had said you was like did you actually got a like a charge? Was it a felony or a misdemeanor? Yeah. Yeah. Mine's definitely not nowhere near as bad as yours, but I mean mine was just like because I'm not like very well educated, like just a high school diploma and like working entry level jobs in my past and even now currently, it's like I've always sold weed to get by. So like I had been selling weed for like over a decade, and that's how I always like got by along with my job. And then, but now it's like once I came across the market, because of meme stocks and everything, I thought like, damn, like I could replace selling weed with this. And like now the weed market's so fucked up and prices are all so fucked up. It's like it's not even worth it to sell anymore. So now I'm hoping that this can be my new like. And luckily, I'd never gotten caught for any of that too. I actually had one friend that recently had got busted, and he's doing 5 years now. But like, luckily, I quit doing all that shit, and I like don't associate with those people because I don't know like some of those dudes I used to associate with, I'm worried that they might be having a case like built on them. So I just fucking don't talk to any of those people anymore. And now, like, I'm hoping that fucking trading can be my new drug dealing now. Right. Yeah, that and you can do this anywhere you want too. Is that's also yeah. You definitely just seem like the type that would be doing the trading too. Like, yeah, considering your background and like, yeah, all that education and knowledge you have, yeah, I could definitely, yeah, like I just pictured you as being a profitable trader, bro. You just you fit that image for sure. Right, you're becoming more aware of it, and that's the important part. Yeah. Right, and then they might even pass that on to somebody else. Right, that's true. I mean, I guess it depends on how much they really want to do it. If they want to put in the time to learn and like, because I mean, I don't know. I've thought that same thing to myself. I'm like, man, what if I'm not cut out with this? And I'm like, dude, I don't give a fuck. Like, I have to make this work, dude. There's no like, failure is not an option for me at this point. So it's like, yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I feel like I'm just because I'm willing to, like, I've done the fucking time of research on YouTube videos and learning internal market structure, external market structure, and just those basic shits you should be learning about the market. And it's like, all right, like if I just fucking put my mind at this and keep on trying, like, oh well, bro. I guess if I fail, at least I can die happy knowing at least I didn't give up. Yeah, like as long as you just the difference between the people is the time, like the time put into it and the effort. And yeah, it's like a musical instrument basically. It's like you don't know how to fucking play a guitar right off rip, but if you pick up the guitar like and just keep practicing and keep at it, yeah, that's how I try to look at this. Is like it's a musical instrument, bro. You just got to keep on fucking trying, and you'll eventually. And also like, uh, oh, go ahead. Yeah, that's like in my earlier days, but I was probably doing that for a long ass time of how I was saying like you get that dopamine rush or like that head rush that I was getting during the trades. Yeah, I was doing that shit and then not even writing anything down or anything and then like getting done with my session was like, what the fuck did I just do? Like what just happened? And it's like, yeah, if you're doing that, you ain't gonna make any progress. And like it took me a moment to realize like, all right, these people are right. I do got to start like writing shit down or like I got to do something to fucking like gauge where I'm at and figure out what I need to improve on. Yes. Right. Yeah. Yeah. There for a moment, you can just be running around in circles for a good while. But at least, like, even though I'm not profitable, there is some ways that I can look and like look at my beginning stages and be like, all right, like I have made some improvements. Because, like I said, how I used to like just fucking like it was almost like I blacked out. Like I would just black out looking at a chart and place trades and then like be done and was like, wait a minute, I don't even remember what I just like why did I take that trade? When did I take that
Mm-hmm.
trade? Like what was the reasoning? Like I don't even know. I was just like, yeah, so at least like when I compare myself to that, I can see like, all right, bro, you are making like some fucking progress, like even though you're not profitable just yet. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel you.
This is kind of yeah. If you look at my screen, this is what I'm looking at a little bit.
The MES just got a nice little pop after struggling right there. It's getting pretty close. Yeah, it's getting pretty close to the previous high now, or like the high of day so far. Yeah, I'm really loving the 15 minute, man. I used to do like the 1 and the 5, and that I think that was part of the reason why I'd always get such a rush and shit. And I just feel like when I'm watching the 15, I can easily see like I feel like it's easier to see like bounces off of like supports and resistance on the 15. I feel like it's easier to see if levels are respected. Yeah. So I've been having the 4 hour on my right side and then the 15 on my left side.
Yeah, I mean, we're just in this like tiny little range. I feel like I'm still bullish. It's like kind of stalled out. So leading.
Might just be one of those days where it just kind of goes sideways.
Made a
Need
little
some
mistake
drama.
there. I just realized that the mic was muted on the stream. Oops. I gotta get used to that.
Oh, funny.
What's
Good
up,
to do
Kat?
the tests, huh?
Come here. Come here, fluffy friend.
Yeah, good thing there's not 500 people watching.
Right, seriously.
If the mic was muted and there was 500 people, we would know.
Yeah, they'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck? I can't hear anything. Give me an eval. Do a giveaway." Yeah, we're gonna have
Oh
to-
yeah, in the wrench capital chat, they be like, "Give me my shit."
yeah, right.
Oh
Seriously.
yeah, when you do.
What's up, fluffy kitty? What's up, dude? Coming to hang out?
I'm just here for the free shit.
Yeah, seriously. I'm here. I'm here for the good times and the evals. Wow, slowest grind ever. Jesus.
Yeah, dude, this is like.
Freaking ridiculous. I want to long it
Yeah,
through the
I've been
highs, but
standing up and stretching a lot.
no, like I want to take a long through the highs, but we got this order block up here, and I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. I'm not taking a fucking long into an order block and low volume like this. So I want to see it just come and reject off this damn order block and start heading down, so I can find some good shorts. But for now, I'm like kind of just stuck doing nothing. Market's still bullish. No reason to take a short. The longs aren't looking super healthy. Just no trade.
Sometimes that's the job, is to do nothing.
Yeah, seriously. It just look out the window and imagine what shape the clouds are. We got a T-Rex. Yeah, ultimately though, when I got into trading, I was really adamant on doing the streaming right from day one. Like right when Jovan first was like, "Hey man, you should check this trading stuff out," I was like, "You know what? I want to do the YouTube aspect of it." I think that's like the coolest thing to be able to hop on and teach other people how to trade and have like a community of people and create content. It's really, you know, been something that interested me a lot. So I'm excited to be doing it, even if it is going to take, you know, 2 years to get to where I want to go.
Well, it's
Yeah,
like
but
if you're already trading and doing that, it's like, yeah, you might as well just stream while you're doing that. So it's like as you're doing that, that shit will follow, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You know, you just build up your audience while you're doing this anyways. It's like the content creation part. I've been kind of struggling to make time for that because I'm still dealing with the trail end of the solar business and all that crap. But I'm gonna start, you know, trying to really crank out some videos this week. You know, I basically I was thinking about doing like a boot camp series, like a more structured series where it's like, all right, like episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, so that way. Yeah, because I think like when I look at a lot of these other YouTube channels, one of the problems is they have a bunch of content on there, but it's like if you're a new trader, what order do you watch this shit in? Like, you know, learning about, I don't know, let's say like learning about volume profile before you understand, like, I don't know, I guess the like market structure, say, right? That's stupid. Like, you shouldn't learn.
or
I
just
was
like
just about to say,
market structure, or even, I mean, depending on how new they are, even just like, hey, what's a stop limit or buy order?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
You know.
even traders that have been trading
That's
for a
about
while
how
don't know that.
granular you want to get.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I think that's
dude,
good.
yeah, I was trading for like over a year before I even found out about market structure, and I was like, what the fuck? This should have been like the very first thing that I learned was market structure, and no one
Yeah.
even mentioned that.
Yeah, and I think that's the case for a lot of people, man. It's like, hold on a sec.
That's number one. That's like the main video I'm gonna.
Am I gonna get an entry here? Nah, you fucker. Yeah, I was hoping for a little pullback right there. It's gonna take a micro scalp through that liquidity level, 420. What do we get above us here? I want to long this thing. 450? Where's 450 at on this chart? We're not gonna go for 450, are we? I don't think so. I want to long this through the highs. Do I? No. Let's look at it. Let's look at MES. What are you thinking? You long Barrett?
It's right there at the top.
All right, it's right up against it. It wants
Gotta
it.
wait for this candle to close. Oh, I'm gonna size way down.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing one micro
It's the
through
only
the
thing I
highs.
can like. Yeah, exactly. That's the only thing that makes sense right now. We're kind of. You just can't get bearish yet.
Yeah, me neither. I want to so bad too, but the tech stocks aren't doing too bad either. So 5 out of the 7 are up, including Nvidia at 1.65 gain on the day. Apple's up 2.45. SpaceX is up 4.28. So that might be part of the driving factor here. Jesse, let me know when ES takes the highs.
I got you.
So I'm worried about is this order block. I'm worried we're going to come into this order block and reject, or this is going to be one of those moves where we're 2 points from the sweep and then reject. Just make me a little hesitant to enter this, but
No, I'm not in yet.
let's see. Big liquidity at 425, 430. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna go along through this. Take a small loss. They take a small loss.
I think it's just like barely. It's like right there, dude. Like just wanting to break through. I think it's about to.
It's going for the sweep. You think? Watching order flow. I took 25 bucks.
There's been. I'm not doing anything on this because there's so many times in the past where I've done this and it's rejected on me and I get pissed.
I took a $25 trade. I'm re-entering for the sweep of the highs. Watching order flow. Buyers are pressing. They're trying to squeeze this level. Don't think they're going to get it right now, though. Oh, I'm mistaken.
Alright,
They're
I'm
trying
in
to step
long.
in.
Okay. Kind of looks like it's popping through a little bit.
Give it a shot.
Ooh, substantial sellers from the fucking order block. Come on, guys. This low resistance up at the top here is looking pretty healthy.
Yeah.
Oh, big pullback. It's the order block causing this little
See, when I was
traffic jam.
trading with that guy doing options, he would have been like going right here, like thinking this breakout, and then I would have taken it and fucking, yeah, like it would have rejected on me. And I'm like, how the fuck is this guy like still making money and shit? Or like it would like stop me out right here and then look like it's about to break out again. So I jump back in and then it turns back, stop me out, and then looks like it's about to break out again. And I get back in, and then before I know it, I got like 5 losses in a row.
This is an aggressive pullback. I might close this long. I got a wide stop on this because I expect it to try to take the highs, but did ES end up going for the sweep, or is it pulling back?
It like barely like got over the previous high, and now it's rejecting.
Okay, so it did take the sweep. So that's not encouraging for NQ. I'm going to give it a second because we're still bullish. Looks like a rejection off of the VWAP band. And I could see some buyers trying to step in and lift it up. And we got this low resistance above us, but that order block caused quite a little reaction there. I was listening to the selling pressure on Bookmap change pretty heavily. Let's go. Come on. Can we get the squeeze for the sweep? Can SpaceX take us through the highs? Oh, yeah, this 440 level up here. There's so much liquidity sitting up at it. See how we're doing this little, like we're kind of hanging in this little area right here? That makes me feel like sellers aren't committed to bringing it down yet. But I don't know, the fact that ES did the sweep and rejected, is it starting to climb again on ES?
Nah, it's going down a little bit further.
See if we get the divergence on NQ.
Oh yeah, it's starting to drop.
Yeah, we're going to close this position. Oh, it's still rejecting at the band, so I'll give it a second. It's probably what?
Probably gonna tag me out.
Yeah.
Probably gonna tag me out. My stop's at 3.7.
It could be like on my 15. It could like hit this latest kind of support and keep going.
Swept the internal range. Yes, looks like it's likely to drop from here.
I'm gonna be honest, that was a I'm bored trade.
Yeah, dude, same. This is a kind of a trash trade. I mean, we have the swing failure pattern to the upside, so I'm still holding. See if buyers fall through, but a swing failure pattern at band 1 is still continuation territory. No liftoff though. Not really getting a response from buyers. It's grinding ever so slightly higher. Nope, sellers poop. Yeah, CVD's rolling over too. I'm gonna hold this for a surprise, but we'll see.
Still in. Let's see what the next candle brings. Up or down?
There we go. Little push up from the swing failure pattern. I don't think it's going to get it, though. I don't think it's got the oomph to get through this fucking order block. Oh, there were some buyers there, man. Let's go. Come on. You know you want to sweep it out. This order block's a dirty dingo, though, man. It ain't going to let us go through. Come on. I'm way too invested in this one micro trade. I'm like cheering it on like it's my kid at a sports game. I'm like, come on, little Billy, you can fucking do it.
Yeah. I'm just trading like one micro on one, you know.
Yeah, seriously.
Like if I have to take an on board trade, I'll do it like that, you know.
Yeah, no balls, man.
Yeah.
I'm still in this fucking trade. It just keeps bing bonging right at the band, like.
Yeah, me too.
Nah, yeah, there's some liquidity below us that I'm watching it try to digest.
There we go. All right. Just tag me out.
I'm still in. My stop's kind of far below, but. Rejection wick. That was a swing failure pattern. Can we get the oomph up? Stop it right now.
Oh.
Come on, can we get some fucking buyers, bro? Like,
Look, it really just tapped on the area I was talking. I might have to fucking. I don't even know how to like stream my screen, but I can like take a photo real quick.
so tempting. I'm like, do I close this at a better exit or do I just hold it for the sweep? I'm gonna hold it. Held it this far. It's really trying to get up there, dude. This order block's gonna get exhausted eventually. It's gonna get sleepy. Nope. Oh, a squeeze. Wow. I'm so surprised by this wicked slow speed move. Surprised to see that the bulls are even bringing it up a little bit.
Comfortable.
They're trying to squeeze it, but this is going to look like a rejection, I think. Oh my god, there we go. There we go. This is actually the third attempt at a squeeze into the upper liquidity. Some decent sized buyers hitting the market, but price isn't lifting easy. Yep, buyers. I think if it does sweep the highs, it'll be an all at once move. Like we'll get a bigger, faster squeeze. But you can tell they're at least trying to get it to that point.
Yeah, so I just put a little picture on the the stream chat? Yeah, the Discord stream chat area.
I'm going to take a peek here in just a sec. There we go. Come on. Nah, yeah, big sellers. Is ES climbing right now? Here we go. Come on, guys. Right to that rejection point that we had last time. Come on.
Stop MNQ buy.
Oh, man, we're trying. All right, I took profit on that trade. Swing failure pattern inside the same order block. It's gonna go for the sweep, but I'm not gonna sit it. I'm not gonna sit through it. Yeah. Let me check out the screenshot. How do I get to that on my laptop? It's a great question, right? Here we go.
Yeah, sometimes that live Discord trade chat can be like confusing to find.
Horizontal dotted lines, areas. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, I'm gonna look to re-enter, I think, after the swing failure pattern.
The Telegraph report that the Bank of England is considering an AI kill switch to stop market meltdown. So the Bank of England is considering introducing an AI quote-unquote kill switch.
The Bank of England is interested in...
Financial markets.
Hold on. Bank of England is interested in introducing an AI kill switch to prevent market meltdowns because of the proliferation of AI trading bots. I don't know exactly what that entails, but interesting. That just came across Financial Juice. It makes sense, though, because the bots have the ability to nuke the market inadvertently, you know? You get these momentum bots.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to think about.
I got one micro through 439. It's like a $10 trade. I don't think we're going to get it, though. It's like trying to squeeze through this last little pocket of liquidity up here. But I think this swing failure pattern is more apt to shake out before this does. But I've just been watching it do this slow grind, so I said, let's take a little stab at a little micro scalp here. Yeah, I mean, they think AI is going to end the world, so why would the financial markets be any different, right? But these like momentum bots, it's like, you know, they like an institution will start selling using a bot, and they'll start dumping positions, and then as price moves quick, then the other algos pile into the momentum trade, and then it precipitates it, and it starts moving faster and faster and faster, and then you get this like daisy chain effect, essentially. And that's kind of what they're worried about, taking out the markets. It's just like all the bots start selling together, and then the market just falls through the floor. So the Nasdaq and the S&P already have something like that. It's called a circuit breaker. But I guess the Bank of England is looking to do their own. What do you think the odds are that we take the highs in the next like 1 minute? I'm thinking low or it. Looks like this.
We should bet on it.
Yeah. All right. I will. What are we betting?
I don't know.
Bet my cat.
Pride.
Pride. Oh no, that's the worst. Well, the joke's on you because I don't have any. So. You know. Start betting dignity. I'm all out.
Someone's gonna have to buy the other person Wendy's.
Yeah. Seriously, we could do a bet for some Uber Eats.
There you go.
It's actually not a bad idea because you could just buy somebody lunch.
It's so true.
You know, just a junior bacon, nothing fancy.
Yeah.
Just like one burger.
Yeah. You gotta get the fries yourself. One burger.
That actually would be a fun thing to do on stream.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
Like,
could do it with viewers too, you know, where it's like if whoever gets.
well, except you'd need their address.
Yeah, that's true.
Up or giving.
You'd have to
just like PayPal them or whatever.
Yeah, that's true too, right? Just send them like a Cash App or a Venmo or PayPal or something. Yeah, it would pretty much have to be like if you want the food, then if you're okay with giving your address, you can DM it and participate. And if not, then just sit this one out. Or you can participate and just not take the food if you are uncomfortable with the address but just want to play along. So it'll be like you can have, a 50K TPT account or a double cheeseburger.
Oh,
What would you prefer?
we pushed it.
Yeah, I got it, man. Got it with that one micro, so I made $17 there. So I don't know.
Hell yeah, that's a Wendy's meal right there.
Seriously,
man.
seriously. You know what's fucked up? That is like probably 3/4 of a Wendy's meal, actually. I went to Wendy's recently and I'm like, it was like, I don't know, $19 or $20 for a value meal. I'm like, fucking value my ass. This isn't a value. $20, I could go buy the constituent
dude.
ingredients and cook it myself.
Value menus don't exist anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mostly cook all my shit anymore, dude. It's so much more financially smart to just cook your own food.
Oh yeah. You guys have Hardee's out on the East Coast?
no. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
way.
we do. There's actually one right by my work that a lot of people go to.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Well,
out
we,
here,
we
it's
don't have it in
called
the Northeast.
Carl's.
Huh. You guys have, we only have a couple of them up here, but do you have Sonic?
Yes.
So we got,
Yeah, we got.
Yeah, I got them
Sonic.
too.
Then Five Guys is the other.
yeah, Five Guys is pretty good. Yeah, their shit is so greasy though. Oh my god, it's like just a a pile of
So
sludge.
greasy and so good.
Yeah, it is. It is.
The one thing you guys are missing is In and Out.
Yeah. So we don't have In-N-Out. We have a really limited amount of Sonics. We have like Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Popeyes, KFC, Taco Bell, Chipotle, Subway, D'Angelo's.
As long as you have
I-
the Taco Bell, you're good.
Yeah, T-Bell is.
I love the pizza in my area too, dude. The pizza here is so good. And when I would go out west, I've been to California, Arizona, and Oregon. Well, I lived in Oregon for a couple years, but dude, the pizza out west I just felt like was whack. And then when I go back home in Ohio, dude, just love the pizza here.
That's awesome. Yeah, I would say like we have some good pizza here too, but it's like mostly mom and pop places. Sporadically, you get like one place that's great and the rest of them suck type thing.
Yeah, for sure. It's got to be like the smaller chains for sure.
We do have some good seafood though, like New England being coastal.
Oh, good. Clam chowder, dude.
Yeah, clam chowder.
What states are you guys in again?
I'm in
In
Massachusetts.
California. We're like opposite.
Yeah, seriously, we got the whole coast. What state were you in, Jesse?
I'm in Ohio.
Oh, Ohio. Man, I'm sorry.
Columbus, Ohio. So everybody here is obsessed with the Buckeyes.
I'm sorry for your loss,
So
man.
what's
No, I'm just kidding.
so what-
Ohio just seems so
what's
depressing though.
interesting is people often forget that America is so large.
Yeah.
Where we're all located.
Yeah.
If we were in Europe, we would each be in a different country.
Yeah, that's wild, right? That's true.
Isn't that interesting to think about?
Yeah, I'm to be
So
honest.
it's got its ups and downs for sure where I'm at. If you're in Ohio and you're not in one of the 3 C's, which is like Cincinnati, Columbus, or Cleveland, I'm sure it does suck. But me being in Columbus, it's it sucks that we don't have mountains or the ocean, beaches and shit. I do miss that part when I was in Oregon. Oregon had fucking everything as far as that. But as far as our city's pretty large, but it's not too large like a LA or New York City. So there's plenty of opportunities and there's plenty of people around here. So it's got that good of a balance. So I like that. And I get all the seasons, which winter kind of sucks, but the winter ain't too extreme, I guess. So I don't know, it's all right. I remember when I was younger, I used to think man, I hate Ohio. I want to move out of here. And then when I went and moved to Oregon for a bit, Oregon was cool, but it was a really small city I was in. It was called Medford. I was an hour and a half from the California border or so.
Yeah.
And it was a smaller city. And so I was really missing the city aspect or whatnot. So when I came back to Columbus, I was man, this is actually all right. All my friends and family is here, so that helps. But I definitely fucking miss the mountains and just fucking going to the dunes. Like we'd go to the dunes and ride 4-wheelers and go to like drive to the coast and be on the coast on 4-wheelers out in Oregon. Like the rivers around there were beautiful and like man.
And they plan to sell dollars and buy gold.
Yeah,
It's also expensive as shit to live anywhere out there too.
yeah, dude. I'm looking to get out of New England for that reason. Like the prices up here are absolutely fucking bonkers. You know, it's like you're getting a 2-bedroom apartment for $3,000 a month, and I know, you know, comparatively to California, California's even worse, right? Or like LA is even worse, but. You know, I hate the weather. You know, it's not like I don't like snow. Snow's great, but I want to visit the snow. I don't want to live in the fucking snow. There's like 6 months out of the year where the weather outside is trash. It's cold and gray and depressing, and you're paying a premium to have all that. So like, I'm somebody where I'd prefer to live where it doesn't snow and it's warm all the time, and you can go outside and enjoy the outdoors. So I'm looking to make a move either to Florida or Puerto Rico come October. So me and Jovan were talking about maybe going down to Puerto Rico together, but Puerto Rico is going to be a lot harder of a move. Like I've never been there. I'd have to go fly down, scout out places, do all that bullshit. So I'm thinking maybe it makes sense to go to Florida and then use that as like a home base to try to make the move to Puerto Rico essentially. But I look down south and it's like, you know, you can rent a beautiful house. I mean, a huge 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, you know, got a swimming pool house for $3,000 a month. Up here, you get a 2-bedroom apartment that you share with the bed bugs, you know?
God damn, $3,000 a month to me is like, holy fuck, bro. If I could afford something like that, I'd be living the dream, dude.
It's so average out here.
Well, what's
You get like
what's
two apart, two.
I'd say you're looking like, I'd say your average like apartment around here is probably gonna be like around 1,500. Like it's nothing fancy. Like you might have like a pool amenity and maybe a gym at your apartment complex possibly, but like probably more likely like closer to $2,000 if you want like a little more on the fancier side.
interesting? Yeah, like I was just paying. So right now I'm staying in an Airbnb with my buddy out here in Newton, Massachusetts, which is like a very expensive area. So we're paying $1,600 to rent a room, basically. But I was paying $36.50 a month to rent a house by the beach up in Hampton, New Hampshire, which is like about an hour from where I am right now. But for $36.50, it's like it was a decent house. You know, it's 3 bedrooms and you know whatever 2 bathrooms, and it was right on the water, right on the ocean. But largely, like you know, you can find stuff around Boston where you're talking $5,000 a month to rent a house, and it's just crazy. Like down south, the value's a lot better. You know, there's some really beautiful areas. It's nice outside all year round, so you can really go out and do like outdoor stuff and enjoy it. And I think like I'm somebody that's susceptible to
Yeah.
seasonal depression, man. Like I don't get like super depressed, you know, I'm not sitting around like, you know, not shaving and crying all day or anything, right? But I get a little bit less motivated when the weather sucks, you know, when you go outside and you get in your car and it's 17 degrees and you're just like, man, the fuck do I still live here? So last winter I was shoveling snow,
Yeah, dude, I
thinking
feel the
that.
same way about Ohio. It's like I definitely feel. I think it's not getting sun. I think is what like is
Yeah.
probably part of that too. I'm like, damn, bro, I can't like lay out in the sun and shit, and it's been like 3 months plus a winter to where I haven't been able to get any sun. So that's probably not helping my mood.
Then you went to Oregon, which is about the same.
Dude, when I was there in Oregon, I thought the weather was gonna be like exactly the same as Ohio because like when you look at a map, it's almost I'm going directly like horizontal.
Yeah, same
But dude,
latitude.
like the winter in Oregon is like the lowest it got was like 30 degrees, and that was like just in the morning, like early as fuck in the morning. And it was like almost every day. I felt like I saw the sun every single day there, and that made me realize like, damn, over here in Ohio where I'm at, there's a lot of days where it's just overcast and like you don't see the sun. It might not be raining, but also like the sun ain't out because it's just clouds. But like every day I felt like when I was there in Oregon, it's like I saw the sun every day. But then when summer comes around, then we like had to worry about forest fires and shit. And then if that happens, then like you can't even go outside in the summer, and then that fucks it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were more like southern Oregon, right?
Yeah, it was a
Yeah,
city
so
called
if
Medford. It's really
yeah,
known for growing weed. People called it like the
oh yeah,
fucking Silicon Valley of weed growing.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
why
that
I
makes
moved out there. There was a friend of mine that bought a 10-acre plot of farm out there, and we started a recreational farm, and I was helping him farm weed out there for a couple years.
because if you go to like Central Oregon, you never see the sun ever. Like
Yeah, I
one,
bet Portland
like
would be a different
one,
story.
yeah, it's like one week a year.
Oh man.
Their downtown area looks pretty cool though. When I visited Portland for a couple
Oh
weekends,
yeah,
but bro, I was like literally like when we were going from one club to the next, I'm like literally stepping over homeless people on my way to
oh
the
dude,
club.
it's
Like,
so bad there, so bad.
Hey,
yeah, it was pretty wild.
crude's downtrending right now too. I just set some alerts on gold and on crude, but I might be looking to place some trades on there. But crude's been making its way down throughout the day, so we're hovering right around like $69 to $70 right now. So I set an alert. I want to see it. It's not too far from previous day low. If we start to make the move down past this alert point, which is about halfway, then I'm going to take the trade to PDL. But yeah, dude. Every year it snows. I keep saying I'm gonna get out of New England. I'm gonna get out of New England. And I lived in Florida for a few years. I owned a couple houses down there when I was in like my mid 20s, and then came back up here. I got married and came back up here with my wife, and whatever. And so anyways, I'm not married now. She actually passed away, but since then, like I came back to New England for her. So it's been years since she passed, and I've just kind of stayed in New England this whole time. And I'm just tired of it, man. Every year when it snows, I'm like out there shoveling my car out, and I'm like, this is so ridiculous. Why don't I just live somewhere where I don't have to deal with this? And I really enjoy spending time outside, so it kills me to be
Oh
stuck dealing with the
yeah,
snow.
dude, especially with the kind of money it sounds like you got, bro. Hell yeah, if you got the means to do it, then fuck yeah.
Yeah, man, it's so expensive to
Do
live
you
up here.
do you
It's
have
like,
like parents?
yeah,
Do you have your parents around that you gotta like possibly take care of in the near future? That's something I also think about
no.
too. Is like I want to stay around my parents as we get older.
Luckily, I mean, well, I shouldn't say luckily, but I do not. So, like, my dad passed away a while back, and then my mom and me don't really talk. She's got like crazy mental health issues, so she's just like, I should probably still chat with her because she's my mom and all that bullshit. But dude, she's out there, like, she's fucking on planet Mars. So I just kind of avoid that whole
Yeah,
relationship. So I don't really have like family up here that I'm tied to
I
in
don't
that
blame you.
sense. Yeah, and I don't have kids, so like no kids, no family that's really holding me back. So I'm like, this is the time in life to do it if I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, that's funny. We're talking about this now because when I was at work yesterday, that popped up in my mind. I was like, wait a minute, Chase is about my age. I wonder if he's got wife and kids because I have neither. I don't have wife or kids.
You can hear me, okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me.
Yep,
All right.
check.
Yeah, so I was married for like 7 years, and then my wife had a condition that caused her to have a seizure, and it ended up being fatal. So she passed away, which is unfortunate, but I'm grateful for the time that we got to spend together. And then, yeah, so now it's what the fuck is going on here, dude? What is happening right now? Hold on a second. Just put some water in this coffee machine and it like poured out onto the counter. Ah, fuck me. But yeah, so anyways, so now it's just me, and I have a girlfriend, but she wants to get out of this New England area as well. And so yeah, we have nothing tying us back. It's like we're both. She still works for my solar company, so she works online largely. And then there's the trading thing. So we've been talking about it lately, and we're like, all right, if we're gonna do this move, we gotta do it now. You know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to wait till later. There might be a point where me and her decide to have kids. Not sure yet. She's 38. I'm 36. Clock's ticking. We're both not spring chickens at this point, so
Right.
haven't decided. But one thing's for sure is like, because we don't own any properties up here, we don't have any kids, and there's no major commitments, and I'm liquidating the solar business. It's like, well, if we're gonna do this, we could do it right now, and that would make the most sense to do. So I think that's gonna be the path we take.
Yeah, Right before you get reestablished or anything. Yeah, you don't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, before you get some roots tied in and
you
get
don't want to
stable.
get into something that kind of further ties you back down to where you're at. Yeah, I feel you. Also, real quick, I wanted to ask. I'm about to hop off here in a second, so I got to get ready for work. I wanted to ask real quick, what relation is Jovan to you?
So me and him, we worked at the same solar company. Previous to owning my own solar company, I worked for one of the larger solar providers, and we met at that job. He just worked in the same office as me, and like I really quickly got super good at sales, and I just like overtook the office. Like I outperformed my bosses, and I ended up kind of being like a role model for the other people that were in sales with us, because they'd always be like, dude, how the fuck are you getting like all these customers and making all this money? And so I built like a little following, and then when I left working for that company to go open my own, I took a lot of those people with me, and that was like my initial workforce, was just people that saw me sell and knew I was really freaking good at it, and were like, all right, this guy can make all this money, then I want to follow him. And me and him just kind of became friends like that. He came to work for me, and then we just stayed friends from that point. But he's like much younger than me. I mean, he's 20 years old now, 36. So we've always just been kind of like, buddies with the intention of like, let's go make some freaking money. Like he's a really driven kid. He wants to make as much money as he possibly can while he's young and, get places in life. So, I always respect that like little hustler's mentality in people. But he's the one that put me on to trading. He started trading first, and he was like, I'll never forget, he was like, dude, solar's been getting harder and harder to do too. And he was like, yeah, man, like, fuck solar. I think I found something better. It's day trading. And I literally told him when he first told me, I was like, you're gonna lose all your money. Like people don't make money in trading.
Oh,
Everybody
you're
loses
talking
money.
about gambling, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, all right, so you want to be broke? I get it. You know what I mean? You want to be a bum. And he was like, no, dude,
That's why I don't tell people about this.
exactly, dude. And he's like, no, I'm telling you, I got it figured out. I cracked the code, bro. Like, I'm gonna make all this money, and all I gotta do is click this button. I made $1,100 in my last trade, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, hey, I'm gonna quit selling solar for you. I'm gonna be able to do this and make so much money. I think I'm fine. And I was like, bro, I would not quit selling solar. Like, even if you are gonna be successful in day trading, it's not gonna happen right away. Like, you need time. You need to make an income in the meantime. And he was like, no, I'll be fine. Fast forward 6 months, right? Here we are today. And he's a break-even trader still, hasn't made any significant money out of it. So, what I was telling him at the time was correct. Is like, you might make it trading, and that's going to be awesome if you do, but you should still anticipate that it's going to take a while, right? It's really hard. Most people lose all their money. Like, you need to have an income in the meantime. So he ended up stopping working for me, and then went to FedEx. And he's been doing FedEx overnights because he could do that at night and then come and trade during the daytime. But
That's funny, dude. It sounds like he's in the same boat as me. It's like, yeah, the warehousing offers flexible schedules of whether it be overnight or for me, I do second shift so I can trade in the mornings because my previous job was straight 9 to 5, and that was when I first figured out about trading in 2022. And I realized I was like, I couldn't even focus on my work because I was just looking at my phone and looking at the charts, and I was like, this ain't gonna work, bro. I'm gonna get fired. Like, focus on, I need to find something second shift so I can try this in the morning. And that's what brought me to Amazon, doing that second shift. And then like now with like, I realize how flexible the schedule is, and like I could keep my health insurance. Like I mentioned this yesterday already, that like I could seriously cut down on my hours if I was making money through trading, but still keep my health and dental. And yeah.
Yeah, dude, so the funny thing is he's going to work for Amazon, I think, next week. So he was looking like FedEx wasn't giving him like the exact configuration he needed, or he wasn't making enough money or something. I forget what the story was, but he just applied for Amazon and got hired. So he's supposed to start, I think, this coming week, like after July 4th. But so you guys will both be working at Amazon and trading, and like, dude, he's come a wicked long way. Like he's right there at being able to be like a profitable long-term trader. It's just psychology. Like he's trying to work out those final psychology kinks where like he revenge trades, he tilts. He over trades, he gets greedy, same shit that everybody deals with, but he's starting to make some progress in it. Like I put him onto those trading psychology videos. He sized way down to 1 micro. He's targeting consistency and discipline. He's only placing like 2 trades a day, so he's making headway. So with him, I think he will be a profitable trader at some point. And I think he'll be really profitable because he just keeps going. He doesn't give up. He doesn't get discouraged. But that's how I got into trading. Is he was like, hey, you should check this out. Like, you were really good at sales. You're a numbers guy. The whole programming crap. You should try this. I think, you'd kill it. And I was kind of like skeptical at first, but then what really made me do it was I would see Jovan go on there and like place a trade and make like $1,000, and I was like, bro, like if Jovan's doing it and he's 20 years old, like I should at least take a look at this. And then I just fell in love with it. So
Right.
I'm like, man, if this kid's making money,
Especially,
I
dude,
definitely do it.
if he's able to get, I feel like anybody becoming profitable within a like 6 month to 1 year window, that's like the blessed ones that like, that's a really quick time, bro. Because I was getting discouraged about like passing 1 year and still not getting it. And then I started hearing from people that were like, bro, like you need to treat this like school. Like there's people that like, you need to treat it like you're going to college for like 4 years, bro. Because there's people that do this 4 years before they even like get profitable. I remember one YouTuber I used to watch, he said he was doing it for 8 years before he even became profitable. So I kind of like helped me out a little bit to be like, all right, bro, there's other people that struggle for this long. Like, it's not just you. Like, don't fucking give up. Just like keep at it.
Yeah, dude, and it's really like, whether you make it in 6 months or you make it in 8 years, it's just everybody's got their own.
Doesn't
personal
matter.
battles. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's like you could be on a different learning trajectory. You could be exposed to different strategies. You might have different people around you trading. Like everybody's experience is subjective, so it's like, and you never know when that
Right.
point's
That
gonna
some,
be for you.
yeah, you might have some people that are able to like fully immerse themselves in it because they don't have outside jobs, so they can like put more time to study, or people that gotta like balance work and that may not have as much time to put into it, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, why did it take some of these people? What I will say though is, if it took me 8 years to be profitable, I probably wouldn't have made it that long. I think somewhere around year 4 or 5, I'd be like, I don't know, man.
MNQ sell.
That's not catching on yet.
Yeah.
You know, 8 years is pretty dedicated, but yeah, it's like everybody's experience is different. And like in Joel Vaughn's case, he's at least break even now at like the 6 month mark. I think he might be going on month 7. So he's like, well, he's a little bit better than break even. I think he's a little bit profitable now. So that's pretty good, man, to like go from nothing, especially at his age, to being able to at least not lose money anymore. And in his case too, like the kicker is it's just psychology. He picks great trades. His strategy's great. He picks awesome trades. He's a smart kid. He just needs to dial in the psychology. So I'm always telling him, like, dude, you're so close. Just keep pushing forward. Like, you iron out this 1-2 little problems, and you'll be right at that point and making money. I think he'll be somebody that gets there because he just doesn't give up on shit. He'll just keep going and going and going until he gets what he wants.
Dude, especially at 20, like goddamn, like thinking of myself when I was 20, bro, I was like not in any sort of headspace to be trying to do shit like that. I was just fucking smoking weed and running around with friends and trying to chase girls.
Yeah, me too, man. I was like, fucking off and doing dumb shit when I was 20. So, he's got it made.
Yeah.
And he's religious, so he's real big on like, God and just all that stuff. So I think that helps him too with discipline, because he's looking at it like, I don't know. I guess he's just like, even when he's like, all right, like the big thing I'm struggling with right now is being too greedy with trades. And then he'll be like, well, greed is like a sin, and I gotta get that shit out of my life. So the God thing I think is good for his discipline.
I respect it.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever works, man.
Yeah.
I'm not a big religious person, but whatever gets you there.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I should probably get ready for work, man. I could talk to you guys all day for real. Honestly, bro, like y'all are fucking super cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like before I was like getting in the chat, like I was like real worried about getting into it. I was like, man, like yeah, I don't know. I'm just really weird about like meeting new people and stuff. That's also something else that brings me to trading is like I was like, oh, bro, if I can be profitable from trading, like I can just be in my bathrobe at home and I don't have to talk to anybody, and I can just watch YouTube videos to learn, and like I don't have to deal with clients or anything like that, and I can just like be to myself, because like I'm just like weird about meeting new people and just yeah. But y'all are super cool though. Moral of the story.
Dude, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad to hear that, man. And I'm glad to have you in here, because like hard to find quality people to hang out and trade with. So I'm super grateful that that you're as cool as you are.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. And like, I don't know if you had read my message, Barrett, but dude, like, I really appreciate you for sending me an invite in here. Dude.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
that was like, I don't know. I just feel like that was
pleasure.
like, bro. I don't know. I feel like that was a sign, like, for some, like, that was meant to, like, I don't know, because like, I don't know how many other people you invited over to that server, but I don't know. I feel like it was definitely just like something that meant to happen because I was like down in the dumps planning on whether if I was going to trade again or not. And then you sent me an invite over here, and then I seen everybody in the chat and was like peeking in the chat every now and then and just seeing everybody was like, bro, I'm passing my email. Like, and everybody just being hype and having fun.
Oh, that's awesome, dude.
I'm like, all right, bro. Like,
Well,
I need to kick it
we're
with
glad
these
you're
people.
here, brother.
Y'all have a great rest of the day, man. I'm gonna hop off here.
You as well. I'm gonna hop off here too, Barrett, for a little bit. Try to go get some lunch. The market's just creeping, but I'll probably be back in the PM.
Yep, same.
All right, guys. I hope everybody has a great day.
All right.
Later,
See you
y'all.
guys later.
Later, guys.